Okay. Greetings and welcome to the table in the tavern. I'm strictly John Jenkins, playing a little D&D. And so because we're playing a TTRPG, I brought along some friends. We're going to go around the virtual table and go and enter one of us by one. We're going to start off with my brother, in particular order, Ninja Monkey, FP, a.k.a. Curtis. Curtis,
Okay.
Curtis, why don't you go and tell us a little bit about yourself and a little about the character you're playing?
I'm going to be playing Ethos tonight, and I've been playing D&D for quite a while, especially with my brother now for the past few years. Like, best DM I've had so far.
I appreciate you saying that. We have Jessica. Jessica, why don't you tell us a little about yourself, about the character you're playing now?
My name is Jessica, and I've been playing D&D for a little over a year. Love it. And my character tonight is Shotzi, and she is a rogue elf.
Very good. Continuing on, we got Siobhan. Siobhan, why don't you tell us a little about yourself, about the character you're playing tonight?
Hello, my name's Siobhan. I've been playing D&D for about 4 or 5 years now, and tonight I will be playing as Virix, who is a changeling monk.
Yes, very good. And again, last but not least, as they say, we have Vincent. Vincent, why don't you tell us yourself?
I am Vincent. I am playing Kortar. He is a human fighter who is just trying to do the right thing.
And that's always the hardest thing to do. Before we can get into the game, stream is powered by W. For those interested in a little bit of extra energy of your day, provided they promote more mainly towards gamers.
Yes.
Energy, powder form, mix it in whatever beverage you like. I like to put it in juice myself. Calio cream, I believe they call it. Really good. Anyway.
Was it new Deadpool?
Going forward, first we need to take a look back. I like to go ahead and do a little recap that is brought on by my players. Helps me get an idea of what's in them and everything I write, what they're focused on. So, with that, does anyone remember what we were doing the last time we
We were getting wild. That's what we were doing.
Okay.
If you'd like, I can read my notes from the last session and the one before that.
Yeah.
So currently we are on a quest to save Kortar's brother. It looks like I do not have his name written down though. I think his name is Connor, if I remember right.
I have it, Cooper.
Cooper. Okay. I knew it started
Connor.
with
If you want, it's Vincent. So, what do you want to call your brother there?
I do believe we had settled on Connor. In fact, I believe I have that written in my notes.
Okay, Connor, it is.
So we are currently on a quest to save Connor from becoming a vampire as he was kidnapped and turned into a spawn. And right now we're on like this cool primitive island, and we fought the vampire and we fought the pirates that were there that were kind of like abusing the locals. And we raided their ship. We found some crazy stuff, some cursed stuff, which has implicated a member of our party in perhaps a crime, as well as the goddess he serves. Shotzi and Varix last session were able to coax a manticore away from the village and bribe him out after doing some big boasting. Lots of magnificence and magnanimouses were hurled at that manticore.
Yeah. They sure were.
Lots of weapons and beautiful shiny metal sacrificed to him. We got some information about a shaman that would be able to cure Connor's vampirism, and Virix and one of our NPC party members, Zill, blew up that ship that served as some not great evidence. And Zill is believed to be dead by almost everybody right now. And some of our other NPC party members, Charlemagne and Hito, were not too pleased about that. And Virix lied her ass off a lot.
And almost drowned.
Oh yeah, I almost drowned. That was a very stressful set of rolls. Thank you, Pat. Thank you for that.
All about making the game challenging and so yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, and now, where we left off last session, we've woken up. We are getting supplies together, talking to some of the locals, and getting ready to head out to see the shaman about getting sweet little baby boy Connor back to his normal self.
Yeah.
Did you make mention of whether or not made it through that?
I did state most people believe Zill to be dead right now.
Okay, you leaving it at that?
We'll leave it at that for right now.
Does anyone have anything they would like to add before you?
I think that about covered all of it.
Okay. All right. So we're going to be doing a little bit of travel. Okay, and travel required or possible encounter. We're going to do some travel, so we're going to be traveling through some woods, some jungle, and some coastline. Okay, we're going to start making our way down the coast, and then we're going to enter into some jungle area, and then we're going to make our way in. We're going to roll random encounter chances along the way. We're going to roll 2 of them along the beach before we get into the jungle. We're going to roll 2 more. We're going to roll finally two more into the cavern or into the cell. So, with no further ado, we got a 25% chance of encounter of some type. Who would like to roll that? Would you like me to roll?
What do we got to roll?
A percentile.
A percentile. Okay, I get it. I'll do it. Bam. And they come down to 77.
Nice. So, beginning your journeys from the village, making your way to the down the coastline, you can still see from the village. They're baking bread and making a fire for the evening. Off in the distance, as you guys continue making your way down the coastline with no event, you see a few different birds flying along the coast. You might even see, a whale that might capsize time, out into the out into the bay. But other than that, on life, you continue making your way. Go ahead and give me another encounter, please.
Anybody else want to take the roll?
I'll go ahead and roll for the encounter.
Okay.
All right, Shaban.
It's going to be a 51.
51. Very good. Encounter as you continue making your way down the coastline. You make your way down the coast for a couple of hours, making it some good ground. A couple hours into it, the beach is afforded off by a high rise that then begins into the thicket of the jungle. So we go and get another random encounter. Still at 25%.
Get it. $38.
38. Okay. So as close to about midday, the thickness of the jungle upon you. You have the dark canopy blocking out the sun, but you can see it peeking through the canopy. You can hear the sounds of normal life in the jungle, cannon and monkeys here and there. Other than that, no real encounter. Okay. As you guys continue to press forward, we're going to get another random encounter.
Alrighty. It's going to be a 92.
Thank you. Very well. Large bull that you have with you has managed to stave off any type of encounter with any of the wildlife, as it seems. Nothing really chancing your party as prey as you make your way through the thicket of the jungle with no encounter. You can hear the calls from the jungle, the monkeys, and the maybe even a roar off in the distance from some wildcat. But for all intents and purposes, no encounter. Above you, as you guys exit out of the forest canopy behind you, you see a mountain that once stood off in the distance. You sit at its base, looking. The natives that have guided you this far point to a path making their way up into the mountain. You go ahead and get another random encounter chance. It's going to be a 25%.
When it was first introduced, only Cap and Buffy could only go to each other, so then they added that Buffy can go to.
I can roll it. I got dice.
Oh, sorry. Jessica and I were going back and forth, so I thought she was going to roll this one next since I rolled the last one.
I'm sorry, I got it. I'm sidetracked. Catching up on my
I think
list and stuff. 87.
Nice. The dice are being kind to you. You guys make your way up.
Wow.
We're using all of our good rolls early.
Right. Guys make your way up into the mountain pass, leaving the darkness of the jungle behind you. You can start to see that the sun is beyond its zenith. It's starting to get late in the day as you guys have traveled about 5 hours from morning and to about afternoon. Easy travel thus far. You guys have stopped along the way a couple times to get some water, refill your water skins as you make your way deeper into the heart of the island.
use the mechanics to win.
The mountains here are not void of life, as much of the island seems to be that as well. You still see albatross, feather wings, and making their way up into the distant coast in order to find food. And of course, there are a couple of different goats on the mountain here that you guys see along the path.
So there now.
You guys continue making your way. Let me go ahead and get another random encounter. Last one.
All right. Just barely 26.
Wow. Okay, you guys.
Holy shit. I really thought that was going to be the one.
As you guys continue making your way, you guys can see the opening of cave, the mountain pass, as the natives begin to guide you into the cave. It is only about a 5 foot by 6 foot cave, so you have to duck your heads. Be careful not to hit yourselves on your way in. But it's almost wide enough to go side by side, very tightly. It does not appear that this cave has been made through the passing of time. You can see that on the sides of cave walls, see etching, and it looks like it has been carved out, perhaps by two. You guys, as you guys are filing your way into the cave, you see a large shadow pass over the entrance of the cave, and a rock makes its way out into the above the water. See it plunge into the and as you guys enter, you guys can see it plunge into the water and come up with looks like a dolphin shark. You're not really sure. It's pretty big though. That was your 26. Or almost an encounter. But yeah, you guys file your way into the cave.
Oh,
Now you guys travel for hours getting here. Okay. Your brother, Quarter. You there? You there, Vincent? Quarter. Vincent, you there, buddy?
He's muted, I say.
My internet has been kind of on the fritz, but I haven't been wanting to unmute because there have been dogs screaming in the background.
You're good.
It
Can I get
happens.
a really quick recap? I understand that we are deep into the forest. We have been led up to, I believe I heard that we are at a waterfall. Yes? And we've been guided by natives, right?
Into a cave.
Into a cave. Thank you.
You're into the cave. Your brother stops you. Your brother Connor stops you and he says, Quarter, I'm not sure all this is really worth all this trouble, all the fuss. You guys should just leave me to my own demise.
This is going to be Quarter will look at him, just kind of hug him for a while before stating that even if he has given up, Kortar hasn't, and he is going to ensure that he gets home one way or another, whether he wants to or not.
I see you then, brother. I'm your prisoner. I'll lead on then.
Oh,
Okay, so you just make your way through this cave system. You do see some etchings along the walls. Just make your way in. Would anyone like to make any investigation rolls, whatever, along the cave walls?
Oh, you know I want to make an investigation roll.
Likewise, we be investigating in here. Right.
All right. Vyrix's investigation roll is I rolled a 9 and I have a +5, so that's going to be a 14.
That's
I have-
hilarious shot. We got a 14 as well.
I have rolled 11.
Well, you guys do notice a lot of different etchings and drawings and stuff like that of various things. A lot of it almost seems like nonsense. But Curtis with a 16. Okay, you notice a couple of things that are, the normal guy with a or carrying or whatever. You notice that there's a very large man that seems to be standing in water. A storm raging all around, and you see villagers making their way up into what appears to be high ground. Okay, it looks like there was some sort of great flood brought on. Would you like to go ahead and roll a history? He points these things out to you. Strange figure. You guys like to roll a history?
Yes.
Okay. So even though he notices it, he's not able to glean what it might be. But with your guys' help, maybe you can help.
Ooh, I only got a 5.
Shotzi got a 12.
A Daredevil Hulk cap.
Let's go, baby. A 2 on my history check.
No.
Okay. Jessica,
We're no historians here. Yes.
you do remember a couple of different tidbits from what you've heard about the island thus far while you've been here. Okay. And you know the name of the island that you're on, Idecaller's Retreat. Idecaller's Retreat. And now you're looking at this picture. You see this large storm giant that seems to be calling us, and the people are retreating into, looks like a mountain. Like this place that you're in right now might actually the safe zone for whenever things Idecallers.
I say you do too.
And it may have been named after this event with time.
Oh, so it's like a giant storm shelter. Fallout shelter.
In addition to some of your other investigations, you guys also notice, creature type. Now, 3 of you, Jessica, Siobhan, and Curtis, aka Vyrix, Totsi, and Ethos.
Yeah.
You guys notice also that there is a strange creature that when they went into the cave, they found a strange creature there. And this strange creature had multiple heads, different creature of different types. Okay? It appears they may have made a truce with this creature so it wouldn't eat them and allowed them to take refuge in their cave. Would anyone like to roll a nature or an arcana?
Ooh, you betcha I do.
Yeah, I'll do a nature check.
I will roll for Arcana then.
I got a dirt 20 for nature check.
I'm 18 for nature.
guys
My Arcana is a 14.
So you guys all recognize this creature almost right away. It looks very similar to the same creature that you guys let out of the cabin, or the manticore. This is another chimera. This is a more traditional version of a chimera. It seems to have a lion's head and a dragon's head, and like the head of like a wolf, with like a tail of like a serpent. It's a very traditional chimera that's being depicted. Maybe driving home some of their beliefs. Why they see the chimera as being sacred. Their time together on this island go way back. Okay. So with that, you guys continue making your way deeper into the caves. Okay. And then you see the cave entrance that you made your way through, about a 75 to 100 long trek. What seems like downward, and like a downward spiral, like it's going. It's not like a very wide. And as it veers off, it opens in, and when it opens up to a massive chamber. And in the chamber, you can see down below water that actually fills into the bottom of this cave that is hollowed out throughout time. And as you look up, see light the ceiling of the cave, and you can see lights and what looks like different I try to find the word improvements that have been made to it. Yeah, as far as taking scaffolding and building up huts and homes into the walls of the cavern. You can see different lights that are up there, like lanterns. You can even see a fire. Hear what sounds like song. Okay, and you can hear it slowly echoing down into the chamber, pulled by the waves that come crashing in below. Okay, so you're right in that spot where you hear the waves, but hear the song and drum, and there are a couple of different guards that end up coming down, and they greet you. These men are armed with, like they're chiseled from stone, spearheads, armor that's pretty much made of wood, and what looks like different little claws from some predator on the island. They have painted faces, and they meet with the other natives that are here. And then after making a little bit of introduction, they look over their shoulder, and you can see that the very light-hearted introduction to each other, rejoicing at their embrace, then turns sour, as you can't actually understand what they're saying. It's not good. Okay, their joy turns to a grimace as they look at your brother. But they lead you up towards the source of the singing. And at this point in time, is there anything you would like to do before we make our way up?
I think I'm good.
Nope, just looking around.
Same here,
the
just
cavern.
keeping an eye on Connor the whole way around.
Okay. Connor seems a little bit nervous. Is trusting in you.
No problem.
Okay, you guys continue making your way up. And as you get to the top, it opens up. You can see a lot of different dwellings that are carved into the side of the or the side of the cave. There are improvements that have been made. You know, tables, chairs that are strung out, and a nice little foyer where a large fire is made where the people singing and dancing enjoy running around it. As you guys enter into the foyer, you know, guards, they tell you guys to wait here, okay? And they go up to what follow their eyes, and you see a large chair with what looks like a skull of what you could think of like a manticore, 3 different skulls. It may be the very creature that you saw on the drawing a creature on the wall. Very well be that same creature now represented here as a throne made in honor of him, however you want to look at it. Okay? They then to the group, or he stands up and he says something in a strange tongue. Hello! You hear the song silent. Everyone's dancing, and they all turn and they give you guys a wide berth as they see you guys at the entrance. What would you got? Is anyone going to do anything at this point in time? All right, just checking.
Basically, gonna be like, kind of like waving at everyone. Hey,
Okay, those starts to wave kind of nervously. Hi.
I don't know what.
You hear the appears to be the shaman, and with this guy over here, speaks up. He speaks in a tongue you recognize. Who are you, and what are you doing here in our sanctum? So they ask you who you are and what you're doing here.
I suppose I will speak up and proclaim we are here to take care of their vampire problem and save as many as they can. Get rid of the root of the cause, the great vampire Mesodius.
I'm gonna be real. Their team would be useless without me.
So you say Mesodius, and you see the shaman fits, you know, and you see a number of the different tribesmen. They, well, as you say it, and they mutter a word that sounds similar to Mesodius. he does too. That's awesome. He does like.
I literally just adopted the philosophy: kill Magneto, and it's working.
But you get the, you know who Mesodius. They don't like.
It's like in Harry Potter when somebody says Voldemort.
Yep.
All right,
You
so
must not.
says, so how do you plan on fixing our vampire problem? All right,
Well, there are a couple of steps we could take. Firstly, driving them completely off the island, primarily. Trying to grab those that have been turned, but not fully, like my brother here, even if they don't wish to be. However, we believe that if we can get to Mesodius and kill him, we can free them.
All right, so as you turn to your brother, he steps forward, removes his cloak. You can hear a couple of different cats as you finish. Once again, speaking the name Mesodius, they spit, and they say some strange contradiction to the name.
Oh wait, I didn't.
And they say, "So, is that what I think it is?" Pointing to your brother.
An innocent man who has been turned against his will. And one of the many men I plan to save, including your people.
And how would you save this man?
Have I not already said it? We will kill Mesodius.
So that's your whole plan is kill Mesodius. Got it. All right.
We can't acquire. We know that we can undo it with, I believe it was stated, true restoration. However, that is not a particularly efficient method because that restores a single person.
They give you their blessing. They're like, you're here to kill Mesodius. No, great. Don't call him Mesodius. They saw him Zo. Okay. But yeah, they're with you, picking up what you're putting down. So how can we help? Why have you come? Not simply to boast, I assume.
I originally had come to acquire my brother because I did not realize the extent of the problem at first. And then we landed here, and one of your tribesmen told us of the awful fate that had befallen the island. So we immediately came to assistance when we could. Sorry about that.
Hear a more gentle voice, a woman. And what did you seek? So, as she steps out of the crowd, you can see that she steps with grace. Her complexion is very fair. See that she doesn't wear traditional garments made of animal fur. They're all woven from vegetation, wrapped in vines and of the. She says, "What hope seek for your brother?"
Could you repeat that last part? It cut out on my end.
What hope you seek for your brother?
The hope to bring him home. What more would I seek?
Detransformation.
Okay. Taking him home. And you hear another voice speak up. Take him home in a box. And you see what looks like some sort of cake. And you hear a few different members of the crowd join him. Yeah. Suggesting that your brother home in a box.
Yeah, it doesn't feel great, but like, Cortor is going to take a long, deep breath, stand firmly next to his brother, and, call out to whoever started with that. Would you say that of your mother, your father, your son, your daughter, if the same fate had befallen them, and you thought you could save them by simply removing a foul beast's head? Answer me. What would you call it? I think you would still call it family, wouldn't you?
Here.
Would you like to roll a persuasion?
Absolutely. Huzzah. I'm going to add my second win to that. Oh no. Okay. Is there anything else I can do to save this? Because currently it is an 18.
Okay. 18 is good, bro.
Okay. I honestly only saw the low number on the die and forgot that I have a +6 to persuasion.
16 is good. A 16 or 18? What did you say?
18. 2 9s.
Nice. You're gonna get a +2 for the check. Huh? Yeah. So hear a few mutters from the crowd as some of the ones that joined in the huzzah of the moment. They kind of they back down from it, thinking again about said, considering your word. You of course see the man that at the stake held high, kind of lower. You're right. Maybe I think it differently if my daughter or son called to me, if they had that chance. But that chance was taken from me by those blood-sucking bastards. And I can see where to hold your brother here. Just make sure you keep him far from here.
You cut out. Was there anything at the end of that?
He just said, make sure that you keep him far from here. See, you feel as though he's not so, kill your brother as much as, just make sure you keep him on a short leash.
Yeah, of course. And Kortar is doing exactly that. He's making sure his brother stays in the corner of his eye at all times.
You can see your brother. He pulls the cloak back up over his head and kind of recedes back behind you. Not wanting to cause conflict anywhere. As the guy, villager that came to rouse you guys this morning to make your venture here, as you remember the one. He, of course, accompanied you, broad-shouldered, bronze tan from the sun. He stands up in front of the group and says, "Oh, we didn't mean to make any trouble. We definitely don't want to raise any alarm for those of victims of vampire. However, we do come seeking resources. We are shipwrecked upon the island, way to civilization, and we might to avenge your fallen against Zodius," and he spits it as he says it. The other same thing. But we might need your help with getting off of the island. So we're at least stuck here this long. So maybe we can find some way of coexisting.
I think that's a wonderful idea.
The shaman looks down and says, "You are welcome to take refuge within our shelter, but he takes his words carefully. Your brother, we would ask that he stay in a cell, one that we have that have hot temper that need to be taken."
Going
So they
to look at him.
They're caged up while you're here, if you're going to stay. But you're welcome to stay.
I'm going to look at him and be just very bluntly honest with him and tell him, be very honest. Your choices are you can sleep freely to roam in a cell, or we can sleep in a camp outside of this place, but you are probably still going to be tied to something in case you have a potential night wandering, I suppose you might call it. I'm not sure how affected you are, and I don't want to find out in an unfortunate way. Please understand that this is for the best of the both of us.
He says, "I trust your judgment. Your judgment has always been the right one. You always know how to make the tough call. I trust you."
Well, I suppose we will guide him to a cell.
Okay. Couple of the guards
Just setting up my head.
are reinforced with additional guards, so you see 6 of them. They come to escort your brother. Your brother doesn't get back. He goes with them, and they take him down some what look like a set of stairs to a little inlet that leads up into a deeper part, another part of the cave, another cave entrance. This one seems to be like a crack in the wall that they then had made use of. So he's going to some area.
She just be like that. She's not like any time.
He'll probably be there to check on him soon to make sure they're not treating him poorly.
Okay. Okay. Fair enough. So as the guards escort him out, you can hear the drums start to beat again, and the people start dancing again and breaking merry. The shaman calls out and asks for you guys to come and step forward and let me see your faces. Tell me of your tale. Who are you? What did you come to our great place? So they're asking you guys to share stories about your adventure. Would anyone like to regale them with a story?
um
Nope.
I want to tell the shaman about the time that Shotzi and I were trapped in the Feywild.
Well, unfortunately, I'm melee who can jump like a.
Can I make a A performance check?
Yes, you can.
Cool.
I have my own.
That is a nat 20 for a total of 22.
All right, you tell them about the giant forest of mushrooms and the house you found within, and this witch, and a close encounter with a Wendigo friend you guys made for life. And they are regaled with detail. Would you like to tell the story yourself, or was that good?
That's good for me because I don't exactly remember everything that happened.
Yeah, that was pretty much it. You guys came across a Wendigo in your guys' camp at night. Next thing you guys know, you guys were in the Fey Wild. You guys were in the dark version of the Fey Wild, Underfey.
Oh yeah, with Louie.
Louis, that's right. You guys gave him a name. I believe it was a fairy.
Yeah.
He never had a name, so he was happy to finally have one. So yeah, they listen to your story. They're like, they share story as the shaman, calls forth for like what appears to be like a juror at court, basically. Whoever's in like the normal court that would regale stories and make jokes, make merry. So he turns to a merryman that's all dressed up with like feathers, and he's got, a head of it's like a bird, large bird. Be a rock, not really sure. Might be the head of a rock. Might be a headdress that's made to look like the head. I know. But he goes out and he's all doing the dirty bird.
What?
And you hear a blue voice pipe up, tells a story about a great bird that lived on the island ages ago. That when he's telling the story, you see of the kids involved, and they come out with little like makeshifts, and one of them has like a sling, and the other one has like a slingshot. They buy different little makeshift weapons, and they're attacking at the little bird, and they end up telling a story about them killing the bird and bringing its body back up the mountain, which was the hardest part. That they ended up cutting the bird into different parts, and about cutting off the head, and of course the headdress comes, feeling that it's a person, and the kids run off into the crowd, the head of the, and of course all cheer and so forth as they share some of the stories from their culture.
Can you imagine how big those feathers were?
When they finish their story and their little performance of it, Varix is just gonna give a little clap, like a
good round of applause.
like a quick little applause.
Little clap it on the back of your hand.
A little.
Oh, that was fine.
Okay.
A dainty clap.
So
golf clap.
one of the kids from the village, carrying a couple of the feathers, perhaps from the headdress, maybe from the guy that he pulled off. He was one of the kids that was fighting the man, doing the dirty bird. and he pulls on your sleeve there, Burix, and he gives you a feather.
Virix takes the feather and she picks it up between her index finger and her thumb, like by the bottom of it, like the quill part. And she takes a second to turn it over, look at one side, look at the other. She looks at the child and she nods her head and says, "Thank you, little one."
The kid then runs over to Shotzi, pulls on your skirt, dress, and then reaches up and hands you a feather.
Thank him and take the feather.
Okay.
Darling child.
The kid runs off into the crowd.
Give me your power.
What? Give me your power. Yes. That. The kid runs off and into the crowd.
Almost jumps into the void.
So, Vincent,
Yes, sir.
you talked about wanting to check on your brother.
Yeah. His like earliest convenience, or not even convenience, like the earliest chance he gets, he's going to try and like slink off to go just be out next to the cell his brother is in, and just kind of quietly wait until everybody's ready to formulate a plan, or maybe he's called back up for food or something, in which case he will be bringing food back down.
You tend to overthink. I like it. So you make your way down to see your brother, and you find that this is a pretty good time with them telling stories worth about their futures and so forth. This is probably a good distraction. So you slink off, as you said. You make your way down into the tunnel. It takes a couple different large steps going down before opening into another chamber that does have some water in it. But it also has like a little drop off that's like 10 feet down. Okay. And then down at the bottom of the drop off, okay, you can see is someone. As you approach the drop off, you see guards on either side that look, they say, you can't go down, but you're welcome to stay up and talk to him. You guys look down, and you can see about, like a 30 by 30 foot room, which is basically just a large room with a water pool in it and nothing else. So probably could leave the water pool if you wanted to, okay? But you don't know really how far you go, okay? Or where it would let out, or what would be down there.
Yeah.
But your brother, he sits up top and he's got what appears to be a bucket, a bowl, and he's got some sort of food that he's set aside in the bowl. He's not eating, It doesn't look disturbed. He looks up, folded hands, hunched over, hands folded in his lap, huddled up in the corner, up and sees you, and he stands up. He says, "Well, this isn't exactly the top shelf at the regale, but it will do."
No, I suppose not. Although, and Kortar is going to reach into like his bag and pull out like his sleeping mat and slide it into the cell for him. Figure I could make it a little closer.
So there's
that and
no
some company.
There's no cell door here. It's just like a 10-foot. So that's all it really is. Imagine they have like a rope in someone to climb back up. but they're just
Yeah, then
it's
I'll.
just a 10-foot drop and then a water pool in the bottom, and that's it. Just 30 by 30-foot room.
Yeah, then I'll toss it in for him.
One of the guards, he does ask to take a look at the map before you toss it in. Make sure there's no items in it, and secure in there. I like
Yeah.
item on file, but they just check it.
Hey,
When they're happy, go ahead and toss it.
Yeah. Kortar is not above procedure.
But yeah, they get your brother. He lays it out and he says, "Thank you. That will make this evening way more comfortable. Thank
Of course.
you. I don't really need much for a fire. Cold-blooded, haha. So the conditions are fine for me. Don't worry yourself over me. Just don't forget me when you leave."
I could never.
He says, "Of course, I've been telling the guards that they don't have to worry about me, that I could simply get out if I wanted. I wanted to jump out, I could. I prefer the accommodations as it were." And the guards, they kind of look at each other. They look back at you, they're like, "We got jobs to do."
What did they say? You cut out at the start.
He says, "We've got jobs to do. Sorry."
Of course. I'll be back when food is served. Would you like me to bring you two some as well?
They look up at you with joy, and they're like, "Yeah, I could deal with a plate, maybe some of that roast beef, and maybe some of that wine. That'd be great."
Of course. Kortar will head back to the group then.
Okay. You make your way back up to the group, and just in time to hear them finish telling a story about the time that they got off a storm dive. As they
My goodness.
get their people to safety. And you go and find basically a large food and beverage that is set out. Number of people are all picking at it. They're not really using too much of plates. Very family oriented, as you can see. People just picking up and grabbing with their hands. But you've some plates laying around nearby that you can grab and make a platter for the guards if you like.
Yeah, he'll also pour them that. He'll bring them a thing of the wine, but also a thing of water twice the size. On that mentality of you guys have got a job to do, gotta stay hydrated.
So as you're gathering up all the good, you get a hand on your arm. You look up, soft face of the woman that had asked you before about your brother, all dressed in vines, and she says,
Hello.
I trust you're finding the accommodations." As she looks down at your arms, adequate.
I was going back to see my brother and figured your guards would prefer not to go hungry if I could help it.
Yes, a kind heart. I sense that about your brother. Perhaps masked under the darkness. I am what they may call, to your tongue, a druid.
Oh.
I am the village witch doctor. Someone.
I see. We had a not a witch doctor, but a medicine woman where I came from. I imagine the roles are much similar.
Look after my flock. They keep me busy. And trying times of late with the darknesses befalling the island. Within that darkness, I find a great light of hope as you made your ascent up the mountain into the cave where you made your pledging to defeat this great evil that is Mizodian. You hear someone spit off in the distance.
Yes, I'm Captain.
And I wondered if there was anything that I may be able to do to assist.
He's going to stop and think for a while and go, I'll admit I'm not the brightest, but you're focused on the natural world. Can you make sunlight? He's saying this in like a way that you would if you like you're completely uncertain if it's even possible, such a thing.
There are ways of conjuring light. Have had the opportunities with some that have traveled these ways. A wizard came here ages ago with a tome. He wished to teach me the ways of the arcane, but I did not find it. But alas, I do still have a book of some of what you.
The only other thing I could think of is I believe we've been quick above table question. I do not have this written down. Were we told about running water and vampires? I know we had quite a few weaknesses listed, but that was actually on the list of things the characters were given.
See, yeah, running water can sting, can harm them like acid, much like holy water, like acid. And
Okay.
a stake can hold them for time. But he says that sunlight is, yeah,
Kind of the ultimate tool.
right. Radiant damage. Radiant damage and sunlight are the most powerful against them.
We should just play this like John Carpenter, guys. You know, just fire a winch line into the vampire.
Okay.
Such an awful movie.
Didn't we kind of play to see if the shaman could like lift the curse since your brother wasn't all the way turned?
I suppose I can ask, although I believe Hito and Charlemagne relayed that it would take something of equivalency to, I believe they stated, true restoration, which
Right.
is a little out of our ballpark. And if this person has that, like, woo! I think I can pay for it.
Raising my shield safe for you.
Yeah, not likely.
Spells. What does true restorations cost? Is it not true? Oh, true resurrection. Da-da-da-da-da. 25 grand worth of diamonds.
So Shotzi, you see them, over at the bar, kind of catch wind of her being a druid. You're like, wait a second, bring all that up. We'll say that all happened here.
I don't know.
And so she says, no, I don't possess, so to speak. But there is someone on the island that is a witch doctor in ways that some would view, but in traditional sense, be a
Unpitch and demonic.
says this individual praises be here.
I mostly only know what that sounds like when you know. So
Perhaps they may be able to assist
Oh, would you be able to mark that on a map by chance, or give us a exact direction?
you. She makes a gesture with her hand pointing up. Okay. Says he lives near the. He there are some that say he with the birds of the sea and the air.
The what? Birds of the sea in the air?
significantly.
Yeah. So, would you like to roll an insight on that, Shots?
Yeah, I sure would. Let me get a rare.
Also, I've checked. I could actually afford it. Even accounting for damn near having to pay both the price of the spell and it again for the caster's profit.
11 for my insight.
Currently 12,000.
So, with your insight, you thinking about the
I have
bird,
5,000.
and you can remember a couple of different birds so far that you've seen on the island.
I'm doing.
The albatross, saw some birds in the like a toucan in the jungle, and then as you guys made your way into the cave, you guys saw a large shadow of something,
I'm mostly just holding.
and they had a story about a large rock.
Survivability and mosquito.
You have a feather of what appears to be a rock. So yeah, that may be what they're talking about. He might be living with
caps.
whatever's living on the top of the peak. Could be a large bird. You did see that rock pluck something right out of the sea.
Oh, that's right. Like a dolphin or something.
Yep.
Get a snack.
Like an eagle catches a salmon. So perhaps there's a witch doctor lives at the top of the mountain that you guys could go and seek. She points up, and you guys can see the hole that I had mentioned before that points up to the sun. It'll start to get a bit dark, but you can see a ladder
Ultimately,
that
it was function where he's a lawyer.
out of the peak. So
No, because you're not
the way
people. I want a lawyer.
Witch doctor. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah. Yes.
So you guys want to go see the witch doctor?
Sure.
Yes. This seems we want to help Connor.
Let's go see the witch doctor. Witch doctor. Witch doctor.
At all costs.
No, corporate.
All right. So guys, go ahead and follow the instructions of the druid. Her name, of course, is Lacey. Called her Lacey. So no one asked. Get it. You had a name. His name, Robert. And you guys start making your way up the ladder. Okay. Go ahead and get some straight checks from y'all. How well do you guys?
Captain.
I'll give you advantage with the ladder.
Oh boy. Athletics?
Yep.
Is that what we're?
Rolling
All
to
right.
climb up
Let's
the
see.
ladder.
There
Athletics.
you have good old advantage on this.
I'm recalling this last time I had some athletic checks. It was in the bottom of a well and I couldn't grab a rope. It was hard.
Hey, it could be worse. It could be Curtis, where you fell off of a 3-story building and then attracted to the beach.
For
26.
for Virix, I have a 23.
Not you there, Shotzi.
Got a 21.
And Curtis had a 16, or Ethos had a 15, sorry. You guys all ascend the ladder with no trouble. Okay? Ladder gives you very little difficulty to ascend to the there's
I
another
can climb a ladder.
There's going to be 3 levels of ladder. My climb check. So,
Oh boy.
you're making your way up. Ascending the ladder.
More ladder check.
Ladder.
Woohoo! 28 with a natural 20. I was made for this. Strength builds supremacy in the greatest. I can't wait to roll like double nat ones. Sorry, you go.
I was just gonna say I got a 26.
And Shotzi got a 19.
Then she just walked. All right, so you guys both ascend up the level with no trouble. Now go ahead and roll.
Roll what?
I guess we just roll. I'm gonna pick to roll a D1000.
D1000.
Yeah, I've played in a system that requires the roll of a D10,000, which is just a dice generator.
dice. Yeah, sure, guys.
19 as well.
19 as well. All right, you guys all have advantage, of course.
Bailey. Excuse me. Bailey, baby girl. Kiss, kiss. Kiss, kiss.
Was yours there, Shotzi?
Okay.
I got a 9.
9.
9.
Shotzi's getting tired of climbing ladders.
Yeah, we're about to check that here in a second. Siobhan, what was yours?
For my third ladder athletics check, I got a 22.
And what about you, Vincent?
A dirty 20.
So, 3 of you ascend. Shotzi, you have a little trouble.
I hope everyone's left.
I do need everyone to go ahead and roll me a Constitution. This is for you guys exerting a lot of energy climbing. So Shotzi, go ahead and roll Constitution, and then you're gonna have to try to
What
climb again.
saves?
Ascend.
Raven, save.
Yep.
So which one is it?
Constitution saving.
23.
Would that be my strength?
No, it's gonna be your Constitution. Be beneath your abilities.
Okay.
Okay. It's gonna be Constitution.
Okay, I see it. All right, I see. All right, I'm here. That's a 14.
Okay. Good. And what about you, Shotzi? Oh, sorry.
I got a 14.
Siobhan. Otherness.
Virix got a 15.
Nice. So everyone fights off exhaustion, making the climb. Shotzi, I still need a new athletic. Slip, making your way up. Damn it. But I do need you to make a new athletic. Continue climb.
Ah, Jesus.
You are right there.
I got a 7.
Can I use the help action to supply an advantage?
He has done no wrong since the first.
Yeah, we'll say that as she was making her way up, you were below her. So, haven't ascended quite yet either. So, you had the opportunity to go around her with your 20. Decided to help her out. Okay, so go ahead and roll with advantage to ascend. Shotzi. Double advantage, which means because you already have advantage to climb.
No, Shotzi didn't roll with advantage.
Because you're using the ladder.
I hit the wrong I hit the wrong check. Hold on. I hit deception. God bless it. 13.
Okay, good. You ascend. It's not graceful, but you'll make your way up. You guys all stave off your endurance. Okay, I'm gonna ask Shot and a Quarter head and roll a new Constitution, as they didn't get the break that everyone else did at the top.
Oh boy.
Oh.
25.
6.
6. Yeah. See, there's always one. Okay. So we're gonna be going 1 down. Condition. Okay. So you're suffering from a little bit of. Okay. All right.
I cancel it. I cancel it.
So going forward, we might
That was because
I might ask you to make a roll at disadvantage if it has to do with a skill or anything like that. Okay, your normal your spells are going to be affected by it, but anything physical that you're trying to do is going to come at disadvantage. Okay,
Heard.
suffering. Okay, there we go. And continuing forward.
I tried to
Just
follow
don't
video.
stop.
I should have followed video.
Guys, go ahead and roll me perception check.
Hell yeah.
I don't want to look.
Perception check.
Did you say for those just at the top?
Boy,
Yep.
that
Everyone else.
is the wrong skill. Perception, a 19.
Felix has a total of 26 on the perception roll.
Ow. I'm over here being bested by a fucking ladder.
Okay. This is
Why do I have problems with ascending places?
so from
I'm going
where you guys are is you guys at the cave up at the top. You're basically at one of peak of the mountain. It's like at the false peak, and then next to it is a peak that rises about another 60 feet higher. Okay, so it continues to go up. Okay, there are that lead up the side of the mountain, making their way up. It's no longer a ladder. The time checks will no longer be an advantage. Okay, so these checks will be normal. You guys still got about 60 feet to go. As your climb checks are about 15 feet per segment, you guys have 4 checks. Or wait, yeah, 4 checks to continue to ascend.
Champion fighter.
Of my climb check. That's what we're dealing with.
15 for the first one. I rolled a 6 and a 7.
So this is Shotzi is where you start rolling it. This is trying so hard. 19.
Ain't that a bit? Excuse me. I almost said it. Well, between an 8 and a 21 at disadvantage, I got 8.
Okay, so you start climbing the stairs, and like you're wheezing a little bit as you start climbing, and you just kind of like you don't collapse, but you trip a little bit and stumble, and fall down the steps. Go ahead and roll a d.
Roll a what?
Roll a d6.
D6. 3.
You take 3 points of falling as you begin to ascend the steps and then fall.
I'm such a sissy lala.
Oh, had to be drinking before we went on this adventure.
So you guys, the 3 of you, Quarter, Virix, Ethos, you guys climbed the ladder without much trouble. Had to give Shotzi a little bit of help getting up the ladder. A little bit tired, and now you see her, and she's fully collapsed up the stairs, first leg of the stairs, and fallen down 3 stairs, taking a bump on her head. What would you guys like to do?
It's okay if you guys laugh at me. I just ascendedly challenged.
I kind of think it would because if you make it to the top, I'll make you better. Just keep pushing.
He won't want to give her a piggy, right?
Oh, thanks, bro. Hey, words of encouragement. Thanks.
Words of encouragement. Quit your fucking dying. We're not to the top yet. Shotzi be out here like, I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
That's too damn bad.
Shotzi, your biggest enemies in my game are physical. Cool.
I'm not good. I'm not good.
Thing that requires physical check. You're like, nope.
Yeah, I just can't go up.
So, how do you guys want to continue? How do you guys want to continue from? You guys leaving Shotzi to her own demise, or you try to assist her?
Let's see.
She's clearly struggling.
I mean, it's just stairs now, right?
I'm stumbling upstairs. I'm falling.
Well, if it's just stairs and not a rope, then, like, yeah, Quarter wouldn't mind, like, throwing you up onto his back and giving you a piggyback all the way up the stairs.
I know it's not very gentlemanlike to ask a lady, but I'm only asking you what your character weight is. Shotzi, how heavy is your character? Shotzi,
110 pounds.
okay, and so how much equipment do you have on you currently?
Me? Let's see.
Yeah, it should have a total weight.
Oh.
What your equipment is. Go to your inventory and check out your equipment weight. You'll find it like in your backpack.
117.
100 and what?
17.
100. You're carrying 117 pounds. Okay, you're 117 currently. Okay, yeah. Okay. You could carry 100.
I am an elf.
Okay.
That's probably why I can't walk.
Okay. So she's traveling light. So as long as your push, drag, pull big enough to survive. What is your strength currently, Vincent?
It is 20, which it would be 20 times 50 to get my light load.
You're good.
Yeah.
Are you just fireman carrying her, or what?
Yeah, we're just gonna give them a proper, like, throw Shotzi over my shoulder and just kind of start.
Okay, nice.
Like a sack of potatoes.
I'd be like, I would normally protest, but I'm okay with this. Trudge
So,
on, my man.
So high, I'm not going to have you roll at disadvantage. Climb, no trouble. I just need you to make climb check.
Woohoo. I love champion fighter. I love permanent advantage on checks.
Oh, nice.
A 22.
Same with you, Barracks and Ethan. Strength checks going up. Or athletics.
Right. This athletics check is 23. So 16 plus 7.
Oh, advantage, right? Yeah, you get it. What? If you get advantage, it's not advantage going up. So what was your roll?
At 8.
8. Okay, so you start to climb, and as you're climbing up one of the steps, well, you trip going up, a little bit difficult terrain, and you fall down. Hit and roll, because this is the second level. 2d6. Six. So, you fall down to the bottom of the stair. So you still need to make 4 checks. Yeah. Okay. Siobhan, you only have 2 checks left to go. Vincent, you have 3 left because you went back to get shots. Okay. So
Ain't nothing gonna
you
break my stride.
falling down to the very bottom of the stairs. So go ahead and get athletics checks going up. 11's good. Vincent,
What's up? I didn't hear anything.
strength check going up.
It's an 18.
18. And Siobhan, your strength check going up.
My strength check going up. Ooh, got a 14.
Nice. Success for everyone. Everyone is in. Now, Siobhan, you only have 1 left to go. Vincent, you have 2 left to go. And Ethos, you have 3.
All right. Looking up there.
A 26.
Okay.
Ain't nothing gonna break my stride. Ain't nothing gonna slow down.
Siobhan,
Got to keep moving.
I have got a 16.
oh, Siobhan, when you get to the top, roll me
A perception.
yeah.
And I'm just hanging out on his shoulders, just like happy for a breather.
Have a +7 on perception, so that is a 12.
Oh, when you get to the top, Siobhan, congratulations, everyone succeeded. When you get to the top, Siobhan, you see at the top of it a large nest made of branches and what might look like debris from a ship. Miscellaneous this and that. It is a large nest, large enough for you to lie down inside of and be very comfortable. Probably your whole party that would lie down inside of comfortable. About 20 foot wide.
Ooh.
20 by 20.
Ooh.
Off the top of it. So you guys all continue to climb. Vincent, last climb track.
That is double natural 20s.
Yeah.
And 28. Okay, everyone makes it up to the top. Good job. Go ahead and get me perception checks for everyone.
Perception.
22 for perception.
22.
13. I
13.
wanted to view the dice thing. Ignore that deception check.
Okay. So you guys all see the nest. Everyone sees it. Okay. Shotzi. You're a little bit tired, a little bit wheezy, but you hear Chris Day from inside the nest, it sounds chirping. Like, meat, 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 meat. Meanwhile, you look out across the horizon, and you can see what looks like a large bird carrying around what looks like be a whale, okay, and making their way to the nest. You guys are. It's a
Oh
good
my
bit off.
God. The stairs led to a nest.
So,
Oh,
Shotzi, what are you doing?
I think there are bunnies in the nest, and I can see off in the distance. Apparently, Mama Bird has lunch.
Yeah.
We should probably hide.
Okay. She instructs everyone. Okay. Everyone want to go ahead and roll me some stealth check?
Righty.
Oh. Well, goes right along with my exhausted state. I got a 10 for stealth.
Varric's got a, what do I have? +4 to stealth, so that's a 23.
What was your stealth there, Vincent?
it is loading. Sick. Gotta roll it again because heavy armor. Damn, that is a magical 5. We love disadvantage.
What was yours? Okay. We can do this collective. We can do this separate. I'll let you guys.
We can do what? Or what?
What's that?
I didn't quite hear what you said. We could do what?
When I do stealth checks, I do as a collective, then divided by the amount of people we have in the party, and see what the average is. Okay. In which case, you can do that, or you guys can keep your individual stealth checks. You guys prefer.
Would you guys like to do the collective?
Yeah, I'm fine if we do a collective.
Yup.
So what was yours again, Chachi? I'm sorry. Chachi, you would roll a 10. You have a 5.
Yes.
A 12. And what was yours, Vic?
23.
Okay. All right. So 22. Okay. And that will be 20. 45 plus 5. That makes it 50. So divided by 4. You guys are looking at about 12. I'm going to give you guys a 30. I'm going to give you guys a 30. So the big bird coming back. Ooh. 8. Okay. So the big bird comes back as you guys all dart into the rock, as possible, and drops into the nest, not paying any mind to anyone around. You see this bird carrying a very large tea-bearing animal, some kind that is eviscerated. And all the crying from the nest, you guys might hear them as the bird is tearing apart pieces and feeding its young. What would you guys like to?
I
So you
did
came up
not
here for a witch
catch
doctor.
much of that.
Came up here for a witch doctor. You guys found.
What was that?
You guys came up here for a witch doctor. You guys found a bird. What would you guys like?
Huh.
Maybe stick around, see if he shows up. Or if the bird turns into a dragon, like the last 3 birds. Or like the last 2 birds.
All right. Okay, that's fair. Very fair. Tell you what, you guys what about? You want to roll some investigation?
Yes.
I'll do it.
A 17.
A 22.
I got a 19.
Okay.
We're
You guys
investigating the shit.
in the side of the nest, what looks like it could be a chest that is partially open. Like you can't quite see what's inside of it, but it's right there at the side of the nest. And then on the side of the wall, next to where the nest is, part of the rock embankment, you see a staff with a gleaming crystal at the top that it's clear. Could be like a diamond.
Oh boy, that looks like signs of a witch doctor.
In addition, got a cat out here. You guys find signs of what look like a human dwelling. Okay, like a small cave, and an alcove leading down into the mountain. And in front of the cave, you guys can see it looks like a sack of some kind and plates like someone's been living. But as time passes, does anyone want to do anything?
I have a question about rocks. Are they magical or just like really big birds?
Go ahead and roll on a nature or a history check if you want.
Okay. Got a 14 on a nature check.
They seem to be very large birds that are although they are highly revered culture, nothing really leads to them being.
So kind of similar to my Thunderbird, I could communicate to the rock?
Yeah.
Talk to the party members here and say that I have despawn, and maybe I could talk to the rock, or should we just try and wait till Mama Bird's done feeding the kids and goes off again, and
You got
check more about that alcove or the little cave? Because it looks like there's a human or something here.
Yeah. Do you think you can reason with my bird?
Could try, but odds are I could die too.
my phone's about to die, but
I'm content just trying to sneak into the herd.
Yeah, maybe we should just like not interact with Mama Bird and
So how did you take care of the dragon? About that.
The AI internet.
you know, hear me okay?
Yep.
Yes.
I hear you.
All right. So, you guys get to the. You guys are up at the top of the cave, or at the top of the mountain. You guys do see a cave. You guys do see what looks like could be a human dwelling of some kind built into a small cave. And of course, we're some staff and some chest, maybe, next to the nest. You guys are opting to wait, or do you guys want to snoop about?
Cortar personally wants to wait, but won't object to anybody.
Yeah, Virix is also gonna vote to wait. Not looking to become bird lunch. Or
Yeah.
bird dinner,
And
I should say.
And apparently Shotsley is, challenged for anything that goes up, and so this bird goes up. We're just gonna wait patiently for the bird to leave.
You had a friend get taken by a rock, so I don't want to see that happen again.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
All right.
like
So,
like above ground. That happened to Gracie.
Yeah.
It was the rock. Yeah. Okay.
so we're opting to be patient, right?
Yeah.
Patient.
Okay. So as we're patient, you guys still hiding in the rocks, getting
We're
comfortable as it
hiding
were.
in the monster.
You can hear that the rustling from the nest has seemed to die down as the big mama bird begins to nest down. Her chicks, you can hear them cooing a little bit, if not the dull sounds of snoozing. You might hear Huey, Dewey, and Louie. He, achoo. I'm sorry. Anyway, time passes on, and appearing in the clearing at the top of the stairs, it appears a hippogriff. You guys know what a hippogriff is? Has an
Yeah, that's
eagle.
The
Go ahead.
It's the body of a horse, or the back of a horse in front of an eagle.
Right. Even some say like you can see that on this one it has like the paws, even though it has the body of a horse and the head of an eagle, its feet are claws of like a lion. Okay. Which would technically make it. What did we learn? We're learning in a D&D class. That makes it a chimera.
Chimera.
Yep, that makes it a chimera. It's made up of
A
multiple.
chimera.
Anyway,
The greatest chimera, the platypus.
it does not have a harness nor a saddle, but it does have a rider. And sitting on the back of the hippogriff is what appears to be a man in a short grass skirt with like leggings, and a very familiar headdress of a bird, of a rock, with feathers that go down his arms and his hands. The same one you guys saw the night earlier, I suppose, giving a display about a mighty warrior and a tribe that fought off a rock. Now this man appears at the top of this mountain with no doubt nesting with a rock.
This guy's crazy.
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 You see him land. He dismounts from the hippogriff. The hippogriff then goes and nestles down near the cave entrance. The man pulls something out of the sack and throws it at the hippogriff. The hippogriff eats it. Okay, it might have been some kind of fish. He says, "So are you all just going to hide out there, or are you going to say hello?"
Well, your rather large bird has been scaring us to see if you existed.
Yeah, we're just trying not to disturb the happy little family. But hi.
No doubt. She's quite gentle. You hear elderly voice say. He takes off the headdress, and you see an older man, soldered, bit of a long mustache that runs very long past his chin. All turned silvery gray, and you can see his hair is braided with silvery gray locks. He says with a warm grin, he says, "May be here guide and covet you. Good greetings. What brings you to my mountain?"
We
Ladder stairs.
we come seeking to know if you are capable of curing an affliction or potentially assisting in the dealing with a rather problematic monster who has shown up among the locals, known as Mezodius.
He spits and says, "Mizzou." Yes, I know of you and your brother. I know of the plague that has befallen our lands. You come seeking my help. I unfortunately do not have the power to do that, but my God does. And he says, through Behir, if Behir is willing, your brother will be healed.
Is there anything I need to do?
Bring him here.
Well, looks back at the group. Who's ready for more stairs?
I'm just gonna give like the most
Artar is
exasperated.
100% ready to turn around and do it again.
I'm just like, are you for real? We maybe perhaps I can go down. But wait, maybe the guy knows a quicker way down besides stairs and ladders.
Yes. My friend can take you to get your brother. He's very brave. He turns over and motions towards his hippogriff. It can carry 2.
Nervously approaches foreign animal.
The old man pulls from the sack another fish and hands it to you. He says his name is more of like a gurgled sound.
Oh, I see. Turn towards the bird with the fish and gently wave it toward.
All right. Go ahead and give me a animal handling. I'll give you advantage.
Come on. A natural 20 for 24.
Nice.
Nice.
He's great.
Yeah, so become fast friends with Gurr. And you mount him easily. And he flies off into the distance, leaving you guys at the at the hands of an old man with a that likes to tell stories about birds and stuff, I guess.
I mean,
But,
I trust this guy. Anybody that worships Bay here is pretty cool.
yeah. Anyone want to talk to him at all about anything, or let Vincent just go get his brother?
I say not to be a wet blanket. It is getting pretty late for me. I am going to have to log off.
Okay. Well, why don't we go ahead and call this a good pause point? Okay. It's about 11 o'clock anyway. I was going to run us to about 11:30 because we got a little bit of a late start time, but that's okay. Thank you for all for joining us, I suppose. Anyone that did end up tuning in. Once again, be kind to each other because we're all in this together. And until next time, say goodnight, everyone.
Good night.